Hey everybody, Harry back again. This time we're talking about community chat started by YouMovieGuy 4K. Sorry, I had to look him up. I couldn't remember. He's brand new to YouTube. Started making videos. Nice fellow. I believe he's Scottish. Um, so that's a plus because I'm part Scottish as well. And he had did a community chat topic about should they bring CGI or should they bring deceased actors be recreated with CGI. And he mentioned Rogue One, where Peter Cushing, was done as Grand Moff Tarkin and Princess Leia, the young Princess Leia. Carrie Fisher had passed away by that time, and then there was a few Oliver Reed, Paul Walker that they had talked about, where they computer generated their characters or actors, and what are our thoughts on that, and kind of a toss up on that subject because to bring an actor who's been deceased for several years back into a film, for one, it's kind of creepy. It's sort of like they do these holographic singers. Like they're on stage and they bring Elvis back and he's in a holograph, or Michael Jackson in a holograph. I believe they've done Freddie Mercury and they're on stage and they're singing with other people. The one I remember is with Celine Dion and I want to say Elvis Presley doing a song together. It's kind of weird. I guess it's nice and weird at the same time to have them back, but I don't think they should do that. Now, in the case of Rogue One, I believe, because it's a prequel and you had to show Moff Tarkin, I would would say you would have an actor stand in that was similar to him, and uh, I even said this too, is have a reflection of him in the window, or use scenes from the other Star Wars, or from the original Star Wars film, that weren't used, possibly, and work around that instead of doing computer generated, because, and honestly, they don't look really that good. Um, you can tell it's computer generated. And my other thing is too is, does the family get residuals for this stuff? Because they should be credited as, okay, Peter Cushing is in Rogue One. Matter of fact, I don't know if he is, but I'll look that up now while we're talking. But I would think they should be credited, and families should get royalties from the film, some kind of compensation, because they're using the likeness of other, like they were talking about. There's a movie going to be coming out with they're doing this to James Dean, recreating James Dean for a film, and will he get screen credit for it? No, it's not him, but it's his likeness. Will his family get residuals? I mean, this is something that I would think should happen. I mean, you're using somebody else's likeness, so who's been deceased. You should, especially if computer generated, they should get screen credit and they should get residuals. That's my thinking about that. Um, while that's loading up, but yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. I think they can use stand-ins, voiceovers, use clips from other films. They did that with The Rise of Skywalker. With Carrie Fisher, they used scenes from The Force Awakens and stuff, and then built the story around that deleted scene to fit their storyline. So, and it was actually her, Carrie Fisher, and she got screen credit for it. So, let me see here. So far, I don't see Peter Cushing being credited as a cast member, because if you, but that's my thinking of it. Yeah, let's see here. No, he's not credited at all in here. At least on IMDb, he's not. And I think they should be. Carrie Fisher, God rest her soul. Peter Cushing, God rest his soul. They should have screen credit and get residuals if they're going to use their likeness. It's sort of like stealing, I imagine. Or misappropriating their images, and then, well, not misappropriating their images, but using their images and likeness and for a film should be. I keep harping on it, but they should be getting some money for that, or screen credit as well. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to do that. Like I said, you can use stand-ins, and you can use voiceovers or use scenes from uncut scenes from different from a film that wasn't used. There's ways to work around it. The computer generated. I don't think it's a good idea, because then you're going to start doing it. You're going to bring Clark Gable back. You're going to bring Cary Grant back. You're going to bring Greta Garbo back, and so they're using their likeness, and they're not getting screen credit or getting paid. And I don't think it's a good idea. Now, you get an actor or an actress who is playing them in a film and use a likeness of them, dress them up, use makeup, change their hair, whatever. That's something different. You're playing that character. But if you're using the computer, and you're using their facial image and all that, that's kind of creepy too. I think too. I mean, yeah, that's my rambling thoughts. I can't collect anything and put it in a good order, but that's just me, anyways. So, thank you for watching. That's comments are welcome on this. What do you think? Do you think they should recreate stars that have passed on and make them put them into films? Can we get a CGI John Belushi again? Never going to be the same. It's never going to work. And just let us know. Talk to y'all later. And that's a good question. Thank you. Bye.